Raging Gale by James Ryan. Read by the author. Part the 167th. Silence upon the musician. 8 days. Not that she was counting, Hope reminded herself. No, she was not counting how long it had been since the fight. No, she was not counting how many days since she and Charity last spoke to each other, she stated flatly internally as she finished the second session playing at the mast. And she was not at all missing speaking to her for the last 8 days beyond simple requests for necessities. And those could have been dispensed with, Hope felt, had Abigail not insisted that they stay civil. So no, Hope silently declared, she had not counted 8 days since she stopped speaking to Charity, and she was not at all wondering how much longer this would go on. Besides, there was plenty to do. The breezes had been quite favorable, and the gale ran steady before the wind the whole time. Abigail looked happy at the tiller, making the southern tip of Hispaniola as quickly as she had stated she would. The last 8 nights, all Abigail would do was plot her course with her rudder and charts, while Charity ignored, no, none of that. Besides, Hope remembered, she wasn't counting. No. Not any of those 8 nights. Not a one. "Sail!" cried Bosvelt. "Sail to broad starboard." "Ah, look alive!" cried Charity. "Remember to let her mark. If she be English, we behave ourselves with her." "Prepare on the ready," Osai commanded. "Get them guns loaded and standing," Collins commanded. And with that, Charity slid aside her holystone to take place at a powder monkey. Hope cleared off her spot on the main deck and found herself on the quarterdeck next to Surgeon Samuels. "You seem your eager self for this engagement," Hope noted wryly the dour disposition he held. "As I've said before," he replied, "no healer looks forward to a slaughter." Hope just nodded. "Mind you, you seem far happier to be in battle than you've been playing music these last few days." "What? Preposterous! Perhaps I'm mistaken in my observations of you the last few days. The weary detachment you've brought to your duties, the lack of enthusiasm during meals and time on deck when you are not playing. I could well draw the conclusion from these observations that you'd lost the triumphum pro vita that you had had as of late when we arrived at Nevis. Can you please speak plainly on this? Plainly, I would say that you would rather be back in port than on this vessel. And yet you said I seem happier going into battle than I did just before." "Yes, which supports the alternative hypothesis." "And that being?" Hope asked with some trepidation. "That you have embraced fully the ways and sensibilities of a sailor going on the account, as they say, to the point where you are now becoming quite fully and truly a pirate. Indeed, one could be led to believe that the main duties of a buccaneer are now what you live for." Hope had no answer to either charge, unable to find an appropriate response, other than wishing she'd found another part of the quarterdeck on which to take her place. "Thank you for taking this moment with me. If you want to keep up with new chapters as they get posted, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon for notifications for when pieces go up."